Come see this thing 1588. Big Brother is here, suited up, pink rabbit hole. This is a series where I summarize rantatonne posts made up of at least 3 things I have read, seen, or heard. First question. In Western Europe, there's license to listen in on you? Started off Come See This Thing 1587 with a story about how Trump administration has put in this banking thing so you can't be debanked, and talked about how this is not something that's for granted, especially when dealing with states. Now here, there's Keir Starmer, who again providing perfect reason for why America needed to be created, with him going in and controlling the internet. But in the UK, in Europe, supposedly liberty-free Europe, enlightenment and whatnot, they have actual systems in there. Freedom of speech is not a guarantee. Freedom of arming yourself, Second Amendment, is not a guarantee. This is part of why America was created, like I'm saying. Here they have a system where it's not a full-on, social credit system like in China, but it's pretty much close to it, where they're going to get to situations where they can read in on your messages and then control the services that you can do. They're switching to things to digital, so they're like, okay, now you have a digital ID, you have to put digital identity, everything. You can't be online without your actual ID being contacted to it, and then they can read and pilfer through all your things. And then what do you think they're going to do with that? They're going to debank you. They're going to unperson you, unsocial body politic you because of the things that you think and say, and it's just not a good situation. Next question, which is another not good situation, is this an off-ramp for the Trump train? Trump is continuing to be unprecedented. And yet some of the people who were saying, oh, what Trump said he was going to end the Ukraine war in day one. Yeah, they don't actually believe that. Most people didn't actually believe that. He's come out and said, so you're going to believe that he's meant that. But then when he comes out and says he was just saying it as a political thing, they don't think he meant that part. Well, Trump lies about everything, but he was saying the truth about being a dictator, not on just day one. You see, the day one thing, for the Ukraine thing, they're holding him to that. Trump had to finish in day one, otherwise it's a failure. But the whole, he wants to be a dictator on day one alone, and he said that for the border and the drill, that was actually him hinting that he wants to be a dictator for the whole time. So forget the regressives. But one thing Trump has done on this one is he could have ended on day one, at least his involvement with Project Ukraine, by just saying it and walking off. Now, there's a chance that he actually knows information that we are not aware of, that people like the Duran and other people who have been seeing this whole situation coming. Finally, he's gotten to the point where he had the meeting with the Pursuing Peace Summit with Putin. He's had the situation with Zelensky and the European leaders, some of the European leaders coming into the Oval Office. So that's highlighted here. But don't let people tell you that nobody saw this coming, when we're returning to the positions that Russia has been speaking about even before their special military operation. We're ending up there again. But as I mentioned with Keir Starmer in the first section, these political politerati in Europe don't really care about the people. They treat their people in that way that they treat them. So why do they care if millions of Ukrainians and Russians are actually dying for their own Project Ukraine? Last question, how long till this gets you jailed in the UK? I am posting some Pippa. She's this VTuber, is Pink Rabbit, is edgy humor. I find some of her stuff entertaining, but there's some videos here of her watching some videos which could probably get you some sort of fine in Europe soon. And there's a beginner's guide to Pipkin Pippa here by Dreamworld. I can give y'all who might be interested in VTubing just a look into what's going on in that entire internet universe.